I have faith in you. Keep it a surprise. Oh, I hear somebody.
It's me.
Hey, hey, Mario. It's me, Luigi.
Happy
Happy Halloween.
Halloween.
Happy pre-Halloween. Hey, I appreciate you taking a nap so you can game late at night.
Agent?
Yeah, me and him were hanging out. We were telling all kinds of secrets and stuff. You missed it?
Yeah.
What? What? See, that's what I was doing like 10 minutes ago. So I was like, I'm hungry enough to eat my dinner. Let's eat some dinner. Well, sadly, I was left working late tonight, and I had an option of either working really late tonight or really late tomorrow. And be glad it was tomorrow's game I sacrificed for really late. Well, on Thursday night, that's one of my favorite things is to ask you a question and then everyone gets dead silent so we can hear the.
You know, it was obviously during the apocalypse.
See, I have fallen asleep while playing, World of Warcraft and EverQuest, so I'm like, these things do happen.
Yeah, I have some
Hey, we have the soothing voices that just lull you to sleep. As the case may be. I mean, you can only get away with so many caffeine filled stimulating drinks.
but when I date my spell slot. No, Windows.
You know what's also good? Dead tree books. Ah. Look at you being clever, using your phone until you can get to your computer.
That almost exact.
That was almost exact. Your transition was pretty smooth. As there's just a bunch of giggles.
Like, lights that come on in your car. Yeah, we were and it like still
Oh.
kept okay. Had to cover. It's amazing.
Now the
It's just
now the question is Texas ice cold like Arizona ice cold, where it's really like 75 to 80-degree water, even though it's cold?
like I don't ignore the shower. I mean, okay, I is astronaut. Like if I I don't know, huh? Have to be in the right mind space. Get dirty. No, like well, like can't touch any of my. Let's go put on insect clothes. What are you doing? Like
Congratulations.
so fucking excited.
And which room is the snake getting?
I actually bedroom. She needs a much. I don't.
Oh, Megan, you froze. You were doing that neck pose and you just froze in place.
Back.
You're back. Not that big enough display. Oh, that would be
No,
cool.
isn't it like who? It's like I don't like chat roulette. It's just dick.
Hey.
Oh wait, I was gonna say what
and you say hacker email. I got one of those today from supposedly EA Sports at ea.a.a that I needed to reset my password. Click this link here.
I would have I have a password. Ask me my password. Make me some. So SharePoint. I started receiving requests from
Hmm.
default. From some pro. Send them emails. Very restricted. Sorry. If you were
That's a pretty good deal.
a sent me a sent it to my 2020. And I can like see the camera of someone's like sewer pipe and how it's absolutely nothing wrong with it.
What if the camera went too far and you saw somebody's ass in the toilet?
That would be really fucking impressive.
Wow.
No, sir.
I'm 90% sure now that that's not how cameras work.
So
At least those kind of
before I
cameras.
bought my house, my neighbor was having plumbing problems. So the plumber sent the camera to my house and broke out a toilet. So they had to buy me a brand new toilet.
Oh shit! So maybe you can send a camera up someone's ass.
Whoa.
I had a plumber come here because I'm on the bottom floor apartment and all of the sewage drains all shared for all the apartments above me.
It rolls
And-
downhill, so to speak.
Yeah, and so my bathroom was flooding with shit water because the people above us were flushing tampons that clogged the pipe.
Oh my God.
And the dude was sending he was like reverse pushing with a chop blade from the outside in to clear the thing, and he's like stay in here and listen to make sure I don't hit the toilet because it will shatter your toilet.
Happened to me.
I understood every part of your story, and it gives me some great joy.
I don't. I'm like, oh no. No.
There's that serial
no.
killer that got caught because he was like grinding people up in the meat grinder and flushing it down the toilet at the apartments.
Wasn't
And
that
then like
Sweeney Todd?
eventually like the fat was sticking to the pipes, so that's what got him caught, was like the fat of the people was sticking but the meat was going through, and like
Wasn't
eventually it caused a clog.
Wasn't that like
That's
in Germany?
fantastic.
It was Europe somewhere, let me see.
Always make sure you
I feel
rend
like if
your
you're gonna-
victims before flushing them.
You starve them so they don't have fat on your body, is what that story just told us.
You use their fat and their hair to make candles.
Yes.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. No.
That would be the
No to all
smelliest
of it.
candle. I don't think people fat smells great. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm pretty
It
sure
was
all
Dennis. It
comes
was
with
Dennis
tallow.
Nielsen in London.
It was in London.
Hmm
I watched a documentary about that guy. I watch a lot of documentaries about serial killers.
I think we all do. I do
Yeah,
too. And they're like,
no,
don't you get
no.
enough at work? No.
Nope, not me. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That is like 100% not how I want to die. It's the top of my list. So I try to be like, no, thank you.
The one that I watch a lot of that I probably shouldn't is like people just breaking into single women's houses and they get like violated. I'm like, nothing wrong with this.
And then all of a sudden the hallway looks really
Have you
dark
seen
and
the meme
creepy.
going around of like the person like all comfy in their blanket. Me after watching a serial killer documentaries, and then it's like the other is like the person like scared to death, like chattering on their teeth. Me watching a cheesy horror movie.
Or in the I need to put something on to relax, and it's what is it? Forensic Files.
Dude, that is such an amazing show to fall asleep to.
Who's the best voice?
Oh yes, that is why I fall asleep to him.
Did you hear about the butcher in Germany? He got caught because he had like posted on a cannibals like forum. Like there's a forum for cannibals that are interested in it.
Oh, the
Like-
one that ate the guy's dick?
Yeah. He like
Oh, man.
posted on there like looking
And
for
he-
a fit young male. Rammstein
got,
wrote a song about them, about that guy. It's called Mein Teal.
And he didn't get charged with murder. He got charged with like misconduct of a corpse. Because it was consensual and the guy like signed off on it and they had like lawyers look at it and everything.
They've made
Yeah.
spoof space on that guy. I remember that. Yes.
Okay, so y'all scare me. I
do
don't
we
watch
have
anything
you
like
you're our
that.
friends with us
That-
that you're not our enemy.
But that butcher dude, he it started with him trying to bite the dick off. And he couldn't bite
Oh my
through it, so
God.
he had to cut it off and then cook it. And then he fed it
Yeah.
to the dude before he ate the dude.
Oh.
And he was like
Watching
he was disappointed that it was chewy.
hilarious.
Yeah.
That's why you always go for the lean cuts, not the fatty tissue. A nice good rump roast that's easily sliced up after cooking.
Get a little bit of marbling in there.
The marbling gives all that extra flavor.
That was Albert Fish's favorite cut.
The dick?
No, the asses.
I think that was Dahmer's too. He commented that it was succulent.
Succulent. The dick was succulent.
No, the ass.
No, the butt.
The booty cheeks.
It was funnier to say that the dick was succulent, though.
It just reminds me of Throw Mama from the Train. That night was sultry.
A census worker tried to test me once. I ate his liver with fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Oh man, I've had like the shittiest week at work. I'm so grateful to be giggling with you guys, for the
Aw.
record.
I won first place in 2 of the 3 Cahoots games at work today.
Nice.
These
I
fools,
don't know what that
these
is.
fools made the mistake of having a trivia based on horror movies.
Oh yes.
For Halloween.
You fools.
Oh man, I'm losing all of the social games at work. There's new social games that I do not understand. My neuroatypical ass wants to be left alone and just like talk to people for 90 minutes of the day and be left alone the rest of the time.
You know what one I can't do is the Mad Gabs where it's like the mismatch of things and it's supposed to make a sentence.
Oh,
My lane is so linear. I'm like, it doesn't make fucking sense. Like I hate those so much.
The one I lost, the Kahoot game I lost, was a reverse word scramble. They gave you the word, and then you had to choose the scramble that contained the correct letters.
What?
Ooh.
That is
And
terrible.
And I lost because I missed 2 of them. I was in first place, then I got dropped to 3rd place, and then I missed one and I got dropped to like 9th place. Climbed back up to 2nd place, and then I missed the next to last one and dropped off the podium.
Looks
Man,
like Holly's
I-
going to be a few minutes late. She's got to restart her computer again. I blame Windows.
Do we want to play?
I blame
We
Microsoft.
can't play without Talia.
She's first.
Well,
in
technically,
initiative.
she's like 5 miles behind us, so it'll take her like 3 turns to get up to the cave.
Is she? Why do I know?
Oh yeah, she's in the forest. Oh, does anyone have color spray?
Color what?
spray? No, I don't have that.
Because I saw the meme this week about the rogue going out and buying weapons to fight werewolves, and he just comes back with like a bag full of chocolate bars.
Chocolate?
Yes. Yes.
But the ingredients in color spray are just pinches of sand that are colored. So in theory, there's no reason why you couldn't do that with cocoa dust.
I love the way your mind thinks. Your beautiful, twisted mind brings me joy.
So just a chocolate spray on the werewolves.
I wasn't drinking enough water, so my wife got me a water bottle. It's a fucking gallon.
Does it say? Oh, it's one of the inspirational ones.
Yeah, it's like good morning, hydrate yourself. It's got like time slots, so I know where I
saw
should
one
be
that
at.
said keep chugging. It's
Keep
motivating.
chugging, feeling awesome, don't give up, almost finished, you did it.
Aww.
I feel like the last one from almost or keep coming is like there should be a better last one than that.
I like the
Wait a
keep
Hold
chugging.
that up. Aren't you just halfway through?
I refilled it at
Mhm.
lunchtime.
See, those are cool if you work like a regular morning schedule. But when you go into work at like 4 in the afternoon,
You're like,
Why?
I wake
happy
up.
breakfast.
I wake up at like 7:30, and I clock on to work at like 7:55.
do you work from home?
Yeah, I work 3 feet from where I sleep.
That's nice.
Your commute would be terrible if they asked you to go back into the office.
Oh yeah, we've made jokes about that. I'm like, oh, it's 23-hour drive to the office.
We had 70% of my office working from home. And all of a sudden, when we're allowed to come back, no one can work from home anymore. Like, even if you have fucking medical reasons why you can't be there.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks.
So, like, one of my coworkers has to have back surgery. She's been out for 2 months and just now saw the specialist to consult about the surgery. And she's out of time. You know, it's 2 months without, and there's no reason why she can't be working from home.
And there's no way that you guys give 2 months vacation pay. That's fucking
Oh,
terrible.
if you've
Called
been there,
FMLA.
well, FMLA doesn't pay you. FMLA just keeps you from getting fired.
I thought they
That's-
paid like a percentage, like you got
No,
a percentage
Nope.
of your income.
That's short-term and long-term disability.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go on mute for just a couple minutes, guys.
Okay.
We were on
I'll
a trial period of work from home because everyone had been requesting it, and they kept saying no, we can't do it, no, we can't do it because we deal with a lot of sensitive information. So we were on a trial period where like a percentage of us were working part-time from home just to see how well it would work. And that's when COVID hit. And they're like, okay, don't ever come back to the office.
Don't bring the plague back.
But
with you.
like, all you need to do is provide them a VPN, and then you're fine.
yeah.
It was the VPN thing, but the problem was that the department that I'm in, 90% of the people were printing out PII. So they could.
PDF done.
Yeah. We had a coworker of mine. He came up with this idea, and then I joined the team to like workshop it and test it to move from printed to PDFs. So we got everything shifted to paperless, and then that's when we started doing the trial work from home with the paperless stuff.
That's what we do, and then like we have to, because we deal with police reports, so there's lots of personal information, but we already send them like encrypted emails back to the public. So in theory, there's no reason why it's an issue to do it from home because you're not printing anything out. And then they're like, but what about your tally count at the end of the night? I was like, you fucking email it to someone and you're done. Like they can write it on a paper for you if they're in the office.
Or you put it on an Excel sheet and you send that,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what our
Right.
work does.
My office, they're so ass backwards about everything and no one wants to make anything change. And I was like, this is why it takes 10 times the people it needs to.
Oh, I'm so fucking dumb when it comes to like the red tape because everyone's like all the managers and it's taken forever to make any change because they're like, oh, well, we have to get approval and we have to go through a meeting and they have a meeting every week, but they only release updates at biweekly. So like you
Mhm.
have to come up with a plan, get it approved, put it through the meeting, wait to see if anybody has a problem with it, and then you can wait for that launch thing. And like I got I got promoted to the position I'm in now, and people are like, hey, I want to do this. I'm like, fucking done. Like, oh, we have to go put
Mhm.
that through approvals, and I'm like, why? I'm the one that's in charge. I'm the admin.
Yeah.
But we need to come up with a committee for the committee to pick who the committee that's going to make the decision is.
Yep.
I love those where they're just like, well, we need a committee to do research to see if it's viable to do this thing that would take like 30 seconds to implement as opposed to,
Mhm.
and we're going to do it
Yep.
anyway. It's just that we're going to take the time to figure it out as a, it'll be next year, not this year.
Well, that's what like we do. So like one of the things that's a huge issue is that like the juveniles that are in group homes leave and come back a couple times a day, whatever. And then everyone's like, well, all the information is wrong. And I was like, we literally have an RMS, like a records management system that we can add notes to and list all of them in their name. And they're like, no, that's too difficult. So,
You mean having a record that's available to everyone instantaneously?
which is a program that we all use already.
The problem isn't that it's possible. It's the problem are the people that refuse to change. Like, oh, it's too difficult. No, you just don't want change.
Yep.
You're not used to it, so it's difficult.
Yeah. And
I've,
it's
I've made
not
so much
like,
progress in the last year just because I'm like, oops, and I finish stuff.
Innovation.
I just do shit and then I'm like, hey, this is what I'm doing, so everyone else just do this too. And then a lot of people do, and it's great because managers hate me and I don't give a fuck.
And then it becomes culture, and it's like, well, everyone's doing it.
I had an analyst reach out to me because IT fucked up and removed like half the people's access to stuff,
Oh.
and they're like, oh, I need help getting something set up because I can't access my tools. And my first response was, it's already set up to do it manually. I did that before they added the ability to use the tool. So just fucking use it manually the way it's built.
Mhm.
And then they reached out with this one specific thing, and I'm like, they started talking about what they're doing and what they needed access to, and I'm like, why are you doing this manually? It was literally like, when an item's complete, copy the item to another location. And they were going through and manually doing this every day, and I'm like,
Why?
send me that SOP so I could read through it. I look at it, and I'm like, I could type up automation for this.
What? Automation letting it do the work?
I
So
typed up automation for it that was fully functional in like 30 minutes.
Nice.
But I had to wait 3 weeks to have a meeting with management and the person that was in charge of it to get a seal of approval saying, oh yeah, we're okay to do that.
that's what I do, but I'm not allowed to call them SOPs because our SOPs are like vague guidelines of a task. And I was like, this isn't what a fucking SOP is. So we had a committee to change them, and one of the supervisors is like, no, it's way too hard to actually rewrite everything. One, it's not. Two, it's your fucking job. So
That's where the too hard comes in.
I just made my own, and everybody uses them, and I have them as help sheets because that's okay. And everybody in the office uses them. I'm like, okay, whatever.
The
Well-
unofficial help sheet.
Yeah. Yep. It's hot in here. I'm gonna open my door because I don't have the AC on. 1 sec.
I know it's nice being down at like 60 degrees right now.
That's like 41 degrees. What are you talking about?
Actually, had the AC only go off like 1 or 2 times today.
I removed the AC from my window. That's the only downside to living here is like more than half of the homes don't have central air.
Oh, that sucks.
But we only see like 3 days a year that's above 95 degrees.
But when those days happen,
Yeah, when those days happen, you really need to have something. So I have a window unit that I put in here temporarily, and then we have a permanent one on the opposite side.
the oh shit, just in case.
Yeah. But most of the summer it was like 88 degrees was like the high for most of the summer.
Nice. Whereas out here in Tucson, we were like, 118. Or
Then when I left
Phoenix, 120.
the day I left Phoenix and the day I was packing the moving truck, it was 120 or more. I think it was 120, but inside the truck was so fucking hot, and I was the only person moving anything.
Oh.
I was doing it all well, my sister came and helped, but most of it I was doing myself.
Mm-hmm.
We got here and unloaded the truck, and there was like so much shit just melted. Like kids' toys in the toy box melted together. I had a couple bottles of my miniature paints burst.
Oh God.
That sucks.
I mean, that Phoenix heat is no joke.
It wouldn't have been so bad except for it was my $8 or $9 bottle of Nuln oil that burst.
Ooh.
Made me angry.
Remember the last time we were up in Phoenix was for Phoenix Comic-Con Fan Fusion, whatever the hell they call it now. And it was ridiculously hot walking on the south side of any of the city buildings downtown. Because you get that one side of the building that's blistering heat and then shade.
Yeah.
And in garb, you run from shade to shade to shade.
Sucks.
And they've started putting a lot more like mirrored buildings downtown too.
Yeah. All of a sudden you walk around and you instantly feel the death beam on you.
That's like when I was a kid growing up. I wasn't in Phoenix, I was in Mesa, but we would run the neighborhood barefoot. You'd run from patch of grass to patch of grass.
Doing the little ow, 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 ow.
Yeah.
I'm going to check back in with Talia because she hasn't said anything in a while.
Who else are we missing?
Just Talia. Brittany just jumped in, so. She has not texted or Facebooked in a few.
Well, today has been one of those days, she says.
Yeah.
That was it. That was like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. Somebody posted movie of the day, Ice Pirates. Can't go wrong with that one.
Ice farts?
Ice Pirates.
I thought that's what you said, but I know of the movie Ice Pirates, so I know that's what didn't come out of your mouth. But that's what it did say. It did sound like that, though.
Sorry, in the middle of me saying it, I had a burp come out. I didn't want to just like go brrr over the headphones. But yes, Ice Pirates, a good movie.
I tried watching Iceman, like that Asian like kung fu style movie.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Ip Man?
I turned it off. No, not Ip Man. Ip Man's good. Iceman is like, it starts off with a dude in a cryo tank getting thrown out of a car wreck and landing on some peasant's house and like breaking out, and he's like a Din Dynasty warrior that's been frozen for hundreds of years, and he just wakes up and just kung fu's the shit out of everybody. It was
That sounds awful and amazing.
It was awful. I didn't make it halfway. And then I forgot that I watched it, and I found it again. I'm like, hey, this looks interesting. I turn it back on. I'm like, oh fuck, I watched this before. Never mind.
It was so bad you blocked it out.
Mm-hmm.
I think as soon as Megan comes back, we'll just go ahead and start. Oh, is Megan back?
Mm-hmm. I mean, she's there. I don't know if she's listening.
So now Skype is being a dick.
What is your Skype doing?
No,
What?
not mine, Talia.
Oh.
Look at her scrolling through dick pics.
She just made this like giggly girly face. It was so adorable. And now she's talking to herself. Hee 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 hee. Oh, she's talking serious. She must have us muted so she can talk to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Or she's talking to text.
Mm-hmm.
I love my wife's talks to my son when he's being mean, because it literally ends with "Don't be a dick."
I think Talia may have just tried to get into the Skype chat. It did a thing. Megan, can you hear us? Wait a minute. Let's see if I have the power to unmute her.
You can't unmute. You
Nope,
can mute,
I
but you
can
can't
only
unmute.
mute.
So you can't spy on people. That's why they do
Good
it that
to
way.
know. Good to know.
Papa,
She's
can
like
you
really into
hear
that conversation too. Makes me feel bad that I'm on the desktop and not the laptop.
I just use my cell phone and I have it in this like teeny tiny easel.
Oh, I think she's coming back to us.
It's my backup phone.
She looked at the camera. I think she's coming back to us. She's smiling. She might be listening to us. Oh,
Yes,
I think she's back.
Talia needs her new contact added to Skype.
Oh, I am super excited to have a board meeting in the middle of D&D.
Oh, for Serenity in the Desert?
Yes. Yes, at 9:40 at the night, I'm talking Serenity in the Desert, not Trunk or Treat. So
9:40 is in 1 minute.
yeah, I know. Well,
I'm-
okay, still 9:40.
I'm so sorry, guys.
At school. If any of them were talking to me at 9:30 at night, I would pretend to be asleep.
I
Oh.
heard Talia.
Hi,
Hi.
we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
We can
Mhm.
hear you.
Yay! I don't know what's going on. The computer hates me, and apparently every time I tried logging in with my regular Skype, I got some weird gray window that wasn't letting me see what it was or anything. So I had to use another email to log.
See, it must not be me because I ended up in like some fucking random group chat and it took me like, I was like, who are these people?
Did
so
you
funny,
happen
all
to
the
update
joy.
to Windows 11? Because I've heard there's a lot of fucked up
No.
things in
You
that.
did
No,
not
I-
take that picture.
Yeah, it's of a painting I have.
Oh, fuck you.
Look at this picture I took. It's all CGI.
No, but like my camera took a good photo is what I meant.
She's like, I stole this from the Louvre.
Oh my god.
My camera took a good photo.
Fine, that I will give you. Because I had to zoom in. I was like, that's really good. She didn't take a picture of it. That's a painting.
Yeah.
It's a very high quality.
She's like, I
My
stole this painting.
I
I was
have
like,
I have 2 Skype accounts to the same email address because I already had Skype before Microsoft bought Skype, using and before Microsoft bought Hotmail. So I had Skype with Hotmail, and then Hotmail became Outlook, and Skype became Microsoft. And they couldn't put 2 and 2 together. The fucking email address was the same. So when I try to log in with my email address, it logs me into my Microsoft account and not my Skype account.
You know, I had that same exact problem until you helped me buy a computer, and now my new computer is smart enough to go around all that bullshit. But
got
my
that-
old
that
computer,
integrated
it was like,
Windows.
oh, log in. Oh, you can't log in. You're this, and it was the same login. It was a pain in the ass.
Same
just
email
wanna
address
say-
and password.
Yes, exactly, because that's how old it is.
My work switched to Microsoft Everything Online, and they didn't
Office
prevent us from logging in from other IP addresses, so I just use my work login at home.
Do you have to use Teams to talk to people? Because I am having to use it and I hate it.
I've had to use Teams to do interviews.
Ew.
What's wrong with
can, like,
Teams?
We use Teams.
Teams?
It's okay.
It keeps like we're all on the same like server at work, and we're like far enough away that me yelling to talk to people is rude or something. So I'm supposed to type into my computer to talk to people, and like it will randomly just log you out of your Teams conversation. So you'll think, oh, why is this bitch not texting me back? And it's because she's just not connected.
There's something wrong with your connection because I'm a Teams and SharePoint admin for work.
I use Teams to talk to IT because I break everything. Like for instance, we share workspaces, so we rotate depending on what duty we're assigned. So my profile was corrupted. It worked fine for me, but when I logged off a computer, the next person to log in couldn't access anything.
That's a cool way to make sure no one ever uses your desk. Make it not a shared workspace.
But it was corrupting. It was corrupting our system that we use to do like the national teletypes, to talk to other police agencies and put in like data. Like one of our biggest things that we do, like why we have like security rights.
You just were fucking it up. That's amazing.
Yeah.
What is SharePoint? Is that Google Documents?
That's Microsoft.
Google? That's Microsoft's Google?
SharePoint is like Word and Excel in them.
No, that's Office 365.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know what the hell SharePoint is.
SharePoint it's all part of the same ecosystem with Teams. If you have a team in Teams, it by default has a SharePoint site attached to it. SharePoint's like a website builder. So SharePoint's a type of website. You can create document libraries and
it's like a Google Drive for Microsoft.
No, because that's OneDrive.
Yes, it fills that food slot, that food chain slot of Google Drive.
It's a website template, basically. Like
who needs a website template at work? What are you guys doing that you need to build websites at work?
It's where you can put all your pirated books, so the group can get access to all the PDFs to play D&D.
I mean,
you can also do that with Google Drive and just share them.
I mean, I thought that's what the Trove was for. And also, I just use my.
Wow, you're behind in the days. The Trove's been taken down like 8 months ago.
Oh yeah, a long time ago.
Last thing. Well, I download things from the Trove, and then I thought that's where
anymore.
Some dude on Twitter got all excited and stuff because he bragged that he got the Trove shut down.
I don't use Twitter.
Why the fuck would you do that? Well, he should be executed for treason.
He was a writer, and one of his game books was on there for free, so he got all bent out of shape and stuff.
Oh, I mean, I hope
he's
that
the fucking Lars Ulrich of the book world.
You guys know what EPUB is, right? Like, yeah, because that's what I'm using for nothing, because pirating is bad.
Yeah.
And illegal.
I like the wink there. Big happy wink.
I don't pirate anything. I just have swashbuckled editions of stuff.
I love swashbuckling things, but that changes its dot, like whatever its dot at the time.
Did you know that Minecraft has
the Java edition? The Java edition is way bigger than the Microsoft edition.
The one that people can access worldwide, because they put all the content that gets blocked down in certain countries. So they actually have like the biggest library of fucking everything. It's called the Library of the World.
And it's in Minecraft?
Yeah. They have like all of the media everythings.
That's actually kind of amazing. But does that mean you have to look at it all blocky and stupid?
Big block
I don't
letters.
know.
Put your Oculus on. Get in there to read a book.
Because I hate how Minecraft looks. Like, I love old school looking video games. I don't like things that are like crisp and blocky.
Less than 8-bit, you know? At least
We were
8-bit
just talking
wasn't
ab-
lucky.
Yeah, I want it blurry. Be my childhood, damn it.
So Talia, are you in? Because I don't see in roll 20 yet. Or yes,
I'm in.
You're in roll 20.
I should.
I'm
Yeah,
just
I should be
apparently
here.
failing at seeing you. Who did we lose in roll 20?
I'm there.
Looks
Nobody.
like
I'm here.
no, everybody's there.
Somebody dropped and got back in.
That might have been me.
So we're all here. We ready?
Yeah, we're ready for
What?
death.
Scared. We don't.
I was like, I
play.
see my